You may have decenter men, but you have friends that's no better than men. Let's talk. Hi, Exotical Barbies. Today we're going to talk about how you need to have the same standards with men, um, like with women. Let's get started. So, I remember how when I was younger, I kind of was decentering men. I mean, I kind like decentering men. I remember Exotical, he said this, and I really, really agree. It's on a spectrum, but I realize women can cause the same damage as well. What I mean is, remember those videos on TikTok where they'd be like, I want to go back in a relationship, but this is how I was in a relationship before? Yeah, that can happen to you with females as well. What I mean is, if your friend is like talking down on you, is not supporting you, is needy and whatnot, that can cause harm to you as well. So with me, I remember I had two horrible friends. One that was narcissistic, colorist, texturist, all the isms within that body. And also too, I had a with the other friend, because we was like a trio. She was a needy, insecure girl. And I remember before I got into a friendship, my hair was long. I had confidence. I was basically the it girl before I met them. When I started being friends with them, guys, I'm telling you right now, my hair was damaged. Okay, I felt like every time I hang out with them, my energy was gone because they kept having problems that they created, and when we try to talk or work it out, they hate doing that. Instead, they love having that problem. Or some, and then sometimes like they was just so selfish. Like I remember one time I was grounded, and um couldn't be on my phone, right? Because I'm grounded. I remember one time, because I snuck and tried to look at my phone, they was like, oh yeah, well, she's not a good friend because she pick up her phone and try to talk to me and whatnot. How selfish of her. And I would never do that to her. I remember I picked up the phone, I was like, oh my gosh, are you okay, whatnot? And she's like, yeah, why? Knowing that I could have gotten big trouble, okay? And I was just, it was just really, really bad, okay? Like, all the times I spent with them, I would say was lost cause. And then by the time I left that relationship, right now, I'm still working myself after that relationship because I don't know if you guys know, you can't just, I know people try to make it seem like, oh, you get your life back together like after 5 months or whatnot. Sometimes it takes years to heal, okay? So with that being said, let's talk about our standards for friendship. Number one, decentering them, like how decentering men. Meaning, you don't always have to be around them. Have something for yourself. Because otherwise, you would come off as needy. You know what I'm saying? Like with men, you don't always have to be around your man, you know? But like with friends, you don't always have to be like, oh, what you doing? Oh, why come you didn't do this with me? How come you didn't do this with me? How come you hang out with her, not me? That's annoying. Okay, back off. Do something. Go write a book. Drink coffee. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I had that habit to me. Oh my gosh, it was the most annoying thing. I remember one time I was trying to try out for a dance team because I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to be on a dance team and whatnot. And I remember I texted my friend. By the way, she has no dancing experience whatsoever. I did, and I remember I said, hey, I'm going to try out for this dance team one night. Are you excited? Will you help me and stuff like that? Like, watch me practice or something like that. I don't know. And she's like, how dare you go out and do that with me? How come you're not going to ever do that with me and stuff like that? She was yelling at me. And I was like, girl, you never had dance experience. I never even knew you wanted to do dance. You know what I'm saying? So also too, with that being said, to have the same standards as with your friendship, like with men, you also need to like have boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So like, hey, prefer if we don't do this. Set those boundaries, and if they disrespect those boundaries, cut them off. You know what I'm saying? Boundaries is to help you. It's to keep you safe. If there's something wrong with boundaries and they have a problem with that, leave. You know what I'm saying? What's the next one? They have to have goals, money, and something for themselves. Okay, we don't want, just like you don't want a man to like drag you around. You feel like you have a child rather than a man. You don't want that with your friendship. Oh, she's nice and whatever. Okay, she don't have no goals and no money. Leave her. Okay, and here's the part when I say goals and money, because I know some people are like, oh, she does have goals. She used to work on them. She just don't probably don't not making money from it. I'm like, okay, well, she has something. She's working on it. That's not a bad thing. But if you have a friend that like leeching off of you, absolutely not. You know what I'm saying here? Because you and like for me, because I want to become a successful, have money, and be with the Lord and whatnot. I want a friendship like that too, so we can help each other, build each other out. It. By the way, the next one is if they're not adding to your life, except they're leeching off it, leave. Just like with the man, we don't need that over here too. Okay. The next one is they secure with themselves. Because I know a lot of us agree with we don't want an insecure man. We want a man that knows that he know what he got in a relationship and now he's content with what what I'm trying to say. So with that being said, if she's not content with herself, if she doesn't love herself, that is a horrible friendship. And I know some people gonna be like, oh well, sometimes you need to put her homegirl and that. Oh yeah, sure. But also too, like I remember my family member was friends with a girl like this one night. And by the way, I'm about to make a video about why if someone doesn't like you, do not let them watch your kids, because that lady, my family member she was friends with, I remember sometimes she would watch me. She was insecure. Okay, like to the point. I remember how she said there's nothing wrong with the man that is married to flirt with you. So yeah, I think we already know that that's wrong. And so she will always compare herself, and she would always like she was such a Debbie Downer, and it was actually pretty annoying. It was really, really annoying. And she would put you down to build herself up, especially in front of guys she likes. So yeah, I'm no longer friends with girls like that. Never, ever. If they say one thing, like for example, actually, let me give you a story time with this to show you, because I know sometimes when people say insecure or whatnot, they really don't see it. If you want to see more videos like this, please let me know down below, because I would love to make videos, but I'm not going to make videos unless you guys say something. Anyways, so I remember one time I was with this girl B, and another girl A. Girl A is very girly, just like me. She's secure with herself. I remember she saw this guy, and she thought it was cute. And honestly, I thought they looked cute together because he looks like he dresses and carry himself the way she does. And I was like, oh yeah, you guys would be a cute couple one night. And I remember she said something else, but I didn't hear her, but girl B heard her. And I was like, oh, what did you say? Girl B said, oh, you don't want to know. And I was like, why do I want to know? Because she's like, you seem like that type of girl to walk up to a guy and like tell him that you like him. I looked at her and I was like, you call me cheap? First of all, I am very against throwing my shot at a guy. Okay? I believe guys should throw their shot at you. Okay? A male bird always entertain a female bird. Okay? Anyways, so I was like, no, thank you. A guy approaches me, not the other way around. And she's like, really? I was like, yeah. And then the girl A agreed with me. She's like, yeah, we don't do that over here. And then girl B, apparently she does that. And I remember she said, well, what happens if he's nervous one night? Are you stupid? I don't care. You'd be surprised what a male can do. Okay? All these excuses, just excuses. Okay, if he could, he would. Point blank the period. Next thing, they're not gonna what's that call it? Police you. Okay, like you know how again when I say man secure and whatnot, they're also not gonna police you like, oh don't go out wearing look like that and whatnot. When they knew you dressed like that before that relationship, yeah, your friend's not gonna do that with you as well. Meaning when her man come around, she ain't gonna be like, you need to pull down your skirt. You need to do this and whatever. Like, can you not do that and whatnot? And you're like, you know, I was like this before this friendship. Why all of a sudden when your man comes around, I had to do that? How about you don't bring your man? Because first of all, we never invited him, you know? So yeah, these are some of the few things that came on top of my head. If you have more or you want me to make another video based on like what happened and stuff like that, please let me know down below. Love you, Exotical Barbies.